Sometimes we go after things in life that are never going to work out because we never really understood the measure of the expectation. And today we're talking about wealth. And is it easy to become wealthy? I'm going to tackle that and really tell you my real feelings on that. So is it easy to become wealthy? Yes, no. No, yes. It depends, right? Here's the reality. We live in a world, and especially for my young friend millennials that are out there, listen, I just missed the millennial boat, but come on, you know it as well as I do. There's so many of us out there that have been trained now that we want everything to be easy. We want it to be fast. We want it to be one click, maybe at most 3 simple steps, but they better be simple and they better be fast. This is the mindset groove that we've really fallen into, and what it means is that sometimes we've got these really big dreams and things that are important to us, but the moment it gets hard, the moment it's gonna challenge us, the moment it's gonna push us, that's when we bail, that's when we get out. The reality is becoming wealthy means you're gonna be an entrepreneur. Whether it's in real estate, whether it's to be some other type of business person, you're going to be in business for yourself. And this is what I would share. The entrepreneur takes on an extraordinary risk of success or failure. And whatever it's going to be, the reality is that the entrepreneur has an opportunity to learn things that non-entrepreneurs never will. If you want to be wealthy, then I would say that you better know what you're signing up for, because it's a journey that's going to dive deep into your soul. You're going to try things and have them not work out. And then the question is, are you going to go into the mindset of failure? I failed, I tried, I couldn't do it, so I'm out. Or are you going to rise above that and figure out what didn't work? I would say that the journey of becoming wealthy really means that you have to be willing to face, in the least, hundreds of real life experiences where you're going to doubt yourself, where you're going to challenge whether you're right and maybe you're just wrong. It's going to be an opportunity to go into ego, and trust me, there's a lesson when you do that. And there also could be the risk of self-deprecation, or going the other direction, or beating yourself up, or maybe not having the support of a loved one, a spouse, a friend, or a family member, questioning yourself. That is really what the journey of becoming wealthy is. So often we get stuck on this idea of what's the system? I mean, take my real estate, for example. Hang with me for 10 years, follow my system, and can you be a multimillionaire? Yeah, that is 100% a possibility. For me to say that and for you to actually get there, you're gonna look back and in hindsight, you're gonna say, whoa, what it really took to get there was I had to face my own inadequacies. I had to face my self-doubt, my trust issues. I had to face maybe believing too much in people. And it's this journey of self-improvement. That's the way I look at it, of really cultivating a character. Someone that becomes a millionaire, they had to learn a lot of things that they didn't know before, because none of us are born with just a map of how to make a million. Even if I give you the map, it's just theory to you, even though it's proven for me. And you have to have your own experience of taking it upon you and trialing it. And so here's the deal. No matter what you want to do to become wealthy, you got to understand that there's a skill set portion and there's a mindset portion, and they both need to be addressed. The skill set portion is, what skills do I need to learn to become wealthy? What things do I need to know that I do not yet know? What are the things that I need to know that I don't even know that I don't know? So it's an unknown. You actually have no idea how far the tunnel goes. You have no idea whether the light at the end of the tunnel is 100 miles away or whether it's within reach, even just a mile. And so with skill set, you almost have to be willing to say, hey, if I want to be wealthy, I'm committed to learn everything that I need to learn along the way, the right things, the wrong things. And you're going to mess up, man. You're going to pick up the wrong stuff. But are you willing to jump in and develop all the skills required for you to become wealthy? The second question, are you willing to do whatever it takes to develop the mindset of the wealthy? Because when something crashes and burns, when something goes slower than you want, when something doesn't go your way, how you react and how you show up, it's going to reveal your limiting beliefs here in your mind. Most of us, it's too much for us. Too much failure, too much lack, too much not enough, and we allow these limiting beliefs to really beat us up and beat us into a pulp where there's no chance of success. Becoming wealthy, it really is hard. But when I say that it doesn't have to be, it's because if you're committed to working through the hard stuff, you can make anything hard effortless. Not just easy, effortless. There are things that I can do today that, you know, even just like shooting this video, right? I mean, yeah, I'm just sitting here and I'm having a conversation with you. But 10 years ago when I shot my first video, it was like a really nerve-wracking, petrifying experience. I've grown, I've changed, I've gotten better over the years, right? That's what happens when you commit to the journey of being wealthy. And so I want to share one last concept with you that I think will be very helpful for you. In my relationship with my wife, we strive to create this thing called unconditional love, which means love without conditions, which means instead of judging each other's wants and needs, what if we accepted them or even advocated for them. That's a game that she and I play in our marriage, which is, hey, if you want something, it may not be what I want, but it's important to you, so I'm going to do everything in my power to give that to you. So we've been learning a lot about developing an unconditional relationship. I think you need a relationship like that if you want to become wealthy, which says, no matter what, I'm going to stick with this goal of becoming wealthy, and I'll learn whatever skill sets I need, and I'll learn whatever mindset I need. And if you're willing to do that, it'll absolutely have tough trialing moments, even moments that you might think could break you. But if you will persist unconditionally and stay, no matter what, I'm going to stay with it. The things that you learn about you, the things that it reveals about your character, your flaws, your good points, it will be such a massive journey of awesome personal development that whether you ever become wealthy or halfway wealthy or 1/10 wealthy or uber wealthy, I think you're going to look in the mirror and really like who you've become, because if you've engaged in one of the real purposes, I believe, of why we're on this planet, which is to learn, which is to grow, which is to develop, and which is ultimately to step into our potential. So if you want to become wealthy, you're really taking on the journey of self-improvement and really uncovering and discovering who you are. Now, that might sound hard, and undoubtedly in the beginning it likely will be. But with each lesson you learn, and the further you get down the track, I believe it gets easier and it becomes more enjoyable to learn who you are, know thyself, like Socrates said. And in that journey, creating value for people, helping people, learning all of those lessons has the ability to create that amazing fulfillment. To answer the question, is it easy to become wealthy? I would say it's hard, but not for the entire journey. And it's worth it. So did I scare you away, or are you still feeling up to the challenge to go after wealth, knowing that it will have some learning moments, that it'll have some challenges and hard moments? If it does, then me and my team, we make creating wealth, I think, as easy as it possibly can be. So come check the link out with us, see our different options, and let's come play.